What up, y'all? It's your boy Young Fizz Entertainment, and today I'm gonna show you guys how to achieve this sound of the 808 to really add character to it and make it stand out in the mix and really make it, cut through the laptop speakers and whatever other sound systems that you may play it on. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get a tutorial, and make sure you guys follow me at FizzEnt. That's twitter.com at FizzEnt, FIZZENT. Okay, let's go. Okay, so that's the 808 we're working with today. In conjunction with the beat, this is how it's gonna sound right here. Okay, so now that you got a feel of how the beat goes, let's work with this 808. So the first thing I went ahead and did was add a compressor. I felt like it was just flat, like it didn't sound right to me. So what I'm using the 808 compression. This is a preset that I created, and as you can see the settings there, this is how it sounds with the plugin instantiated here. So as you can hear now, it has like this pumping, breathing effect. It's adding a lot of character. It sounds good, so it is good. All right, so moving on. The next thing I went ahead and did was add an EQ. This is by SSL pack. And as you can see, I'm just kind of tweaking the settings. Once again, I call this a Fizz 808. It's a preset that I created. So let me go ahead and show you guys what that sounds like. Now, right away, as you can see, if you notice, I'm cutting 50 hertz at 50 hertz. You know what I mean? I'm already filtering out, like the frequencies I don't want, which is those low sub, bassy frequencies. I don't need all that. It's just garbage to me. With this particular sound right here. Later, in a minute, I'm gonna show you guys what I went ahead and did to add the extra harmonics to the sub to add a little bit of character to it. So I'm also boosting some mid-range, and I'm cutting out the highs, as you can see right there. And like I said, you just heard an example of how it sounds. And then last but not least, I'm adding a bit crusher. It's a standard plugin within Logic, and I'm using the 16-bit, the downshift, and it sounded good, so I just went ahead and rolled with it. So it sounds like this. And all that really is doing for me is just adding a little distortion, and it's adding a little bit of top end that just adds a little bit of character to it. So that's why I'm doing it. Okay, so the next thing you want to go ahead and do is basically you want to go ahead and make a duplicate of this track right here. So what I went ahead and do when I say make a duplicate, you want to go ahead and take a bus, bust it out, and I got bus 1 and bus 2. The reason why I created two buses going, down different channels is because what I'm trying to do is get a certain sound, certain frequencies. And the only way I can really achieve that is by making duplicates and cut out what you don't want. So for example, the first one I got going to this bus right here is the subby frequencies. So when you make a duplicate, the first thing you're gonna notice is that your signal is gonna be amplified. I'm sorry guys, I got this delay in my voice, so it sounds kind of weird talking through the mic. So let's go ahead and get back into the tutorial. Okay, so like I said, you got this the signal being amplified. Okay, so basically that's not the sound I'm looking for. So what I went ahead and did, I went ahead and added a R bass because I wanted to get low frequencies back. I wanted a certain harmonic to the sound of what I had previously edited from the other track. And because I don't need that punch, I went ahead and added a EQ and just simply EQ'd it out. So now it's sounding like this here. And so now it sounds a lot distorted. You got that low rumbling harmonics. Did I say harmonics? I meant to say harmonics. And with those together, you got this big sound right here. Now you're probably thinking like, okay, I mean, that sounds pretty good, but I'm still not satisfied, you know? So what I went ahead and did is took it a step further. Like I said, I had made another duplicate and sent the signal to another one. And this is the secret on how to get that punch and how to get that 808 to really cut through earbuds and laptop speakers. So people will be like wowed by your music, like, ooh, like ooh, that sounds good, you know? So I took the mid range, and it sounds like this once again with the R bass. And I'm taking presets such as bottoms up is what the sound I was looking for. So I really didn't have to adjust anything. And then I just took an EQ and, you know, kind of cut out, you know, stuff that I absolutely didn't even really need. So it sounds like this at the end of the day. So just really going for that mid-range. So with it all together, just the kicks and everything, this is how it sounds. And with the beat all together, sounds something like this here. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. It's your boy Young Fizz, and we'll see you next time. Hit me up on my Twitter at FizzENT if you guys have any questions. Deuce.